Paul, I love to just like get a chance to get to know you in the context of where you are right now. We've gone on a journey together for the last, I guess, I don't know, year or so here, and I keep seeing you show up and more powerfully and more fully in your world. Um, the question I have for you is, I'd love for you to just tell me a little bit more about like what is your purpose right now? What is like what's the reason that you're here on this earth? And I like to put I'll leave it with that, just like that.
Yeah. Thank you for asking. My purpose, my calling in the world is to empower people, empower leaders to break out of their closet of inauthenticity and to be able to be and live fully unapologetically authentically as who they are, to build through their authenticity, be able to connect with themselves, connect with the people around them in a more powerful way, and more importantly, connect with their vision so that they can bring it to life.
Awesome, Paul. I will say like and you said that through right through the closet of authenticity that really like struck me. It really struck me there. I'm glad that you are here. I'm going to spend some time a little bit later to get to know Margaret Ellen, but let's focus on you for now, Paul.
Sure.
Um, Sorry, you just said a word that I have to just call out real quick. Otherwise, I wouldn't be in integrity. So I have a hard time with the word "sure." Uh, to me, it's a secret, disempowering word. It's not even just like not powerful. It is actually, to me, actively disempowering. And the way
Mm,
that it shows up for me is that like in our space, let's have a yes or a no. Either one is great. But the element of sure, it tends to be. I don't really want to do this, but I won't go against it, right? And so I want to just like I want to have us keep practicing being in that power here and really saying what is it that we want. So are you good to continue?
yes, let's do it.
All right, cool. It is as soon as you said it, my face dropped. I'm like, oh no, like I don't want to I don't want to go there. But I also know that if I don't, I wouldn't be showing up in integrity
Mm,
with you, right? And if I'm not showing up in integrity from the very beginning, then I'm already hiding something. And that's not how I want to play. Right.
yep.
So, Paul, from this perspective here, I'm someone who chooses not to live in a world of problems. Right. I love spending our time here to say, how can we actually shape the future, and in doing so, create a possibility that may not exist right now. So, if there was with you, Paul, I was going to ask if there was anything that was possible. What would we need to talk about for you? But I actually want to explore what feels impossible for you. So,
Mm.
Paul, thinking about where you are, thinking about your purpose, what you're actually here to do, right? What feels impossible for you today?
Hmm. Feels impossible for me today. So part of a vision that I have, well, a vision that I had less than a year ago is I saw this vision of myself standing on stage. And it wasn't just any stage, it was a stadium. There was hundreds of thousands of people there. And I think there's always been this question in my head about, is that truly a vision or did I make that up? And in this moment, as I am on this journey to be a stand for authenticity, I think often it feels impossible. Just where I am right now, it feels impossible to get there when I am in a space where not very many people know me, where frankly really struggling to put out to put myself out there. I think often the stories in my head is, well, how how do you get to take your story and the stand that you have that you can see the power in, and that others that have heard it can see the power in? How do you take that and get that into a space where you're not only creating results with it in terms of really building up my business, but being able to get to a place where I'm on stage in front of hundreds of thousands of people. So that's, at this moment, feels impossible.
We're just getting started. Click on the link below to watch the full conversation and go to niyamaashawn.com/tribe to get additional resources and exclusive invitation to tribe only events. Journey on.